Throughout history, people have believed that there is an invisible world. What about us? Is everything really as it seems? Hello, those who are chasing the mystery. Today, we will discover the 5 most interesting conspiracy theories and facts in history. The Illuminati. First, there is a group that is at the roots of almost every conspiracy theory. The Illuminati. It is believed that this mysterious community is an elite group that controls the world. The Illuminati has been at the center of all conspiracy theories for about 250 years. People who produce and believe these theories claim that the Illuminati is behind many events in history, from great revolutions to wars, assassinations to couch. They also think that the ultimate goal of the organization is to take over the world. There are those who say that the Illuminati organization, whose existence has still not been proven, is the secret formation behind important events in history, as well as those who argue that this organization is responsible for the death of many famous personalities. And when you look at what has been said and think about it in detail, I think it is really very difficult not to believe in the reality of the Illuminati formation. The combination of so many coincidences, the fact that celebrities who are alleged to be members of the Illuminati use these symbols in a way that puts them into the eyes of a person, and such situations make the existence of the Illuminati believable with sound decrease. Madonna, Jay-Z, Justin Bieber, Kanye West, Beyonce, Celine Dion, Lady Gaga, and Rihanna. It's not too hard to believe that a lot of celebrities are among them, like December. Apollo 11. Secondly, we are dealing with one of the greatest debates in modern history, the moon landing. We all know that Neil Armstrong said in 1969, "A small step for me, but a big one for humanity." However, some claim that this step was never taken at all, and the whole thing was filmed on a Hollywood set. So what does the evidence say? According to those who defend this view, when Soviet Russia got ahead of America in the space race by launching Sputnik, the United States resorted to such a trick to overshadow Russia's success. The photos taken from the moon are fake. NASA's moon movie was shot at Hollywood studios as a Walt Disney production. The science fiction writer of the script is Arthur C. It was allegedly written by Clarke and directed by Stanley Kubrick. Astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the lunar surface at 2018 on July 20th, 1969, and set foot on the moon 6 hours later. Neil Armstrong became the first man to set foot on the moon, and Buzz Aldrin joined Armstrong soon after. After that, the duo spent about 2.5 hours exploring, taking photos and collecting samples. Many questions were asked, such as the fact that lunar exploration was not real, and if it was real, why no colonies had been established on the moon until today. The Apollo 11 mission, in which the first astronauts to set foot on the moon were sent into space, was subjected to various criticisms, such as that it was not real and was even filmed in a studio. Do you really think we've been to the moon? Or was everything just a studio setup? The assassination of John Kennedy.
In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger.
Thirdly, that event that changed the course of history. In the United States, John F. the Kennedy assassination. According to the official narrative, Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. However, some think that there are bigger forces behind this assassination. The Secret Service, the CIA, even the Mafia. Who was really behind this assassination? The US administration has opened to public access 2,800 documents that have so far been classified as secret since the assassination of then President John F. Kennedy on November 22, 1963. A correspondence signed by the then head of the US Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, Edgar Hoover, reveals that the FBI informed the Dallas Police Department that there was a threat to the life of Lee Harvey Oswald, who was detained in connection with the assassination. Last night, a convoyous person called our office in Dallas and said that he was from the committee that planned the murder of Oswald. Hoover says in a message dated November 24, 1963. The FBI chief later said, "We immediately notified the Dallas police chief, and he assured us that Oswald would be properly protected. This morning, we called the police commissioner again to warn him about the possibility of an attempt against Oswald. He also assured us that we would again be provided with adequate protection. But this was not done," he says. The Roswell incident and UFOs. The Roswell accident, or the Roswell UFO incident, is a conspiracy theory that claims that decades after the balloon wreckage was recovered by US Air Force officers from Roswell Army Airfield, from a farm near the village of Corona in New Mexico, Lincoln County in 1947, the wreckage contained a flying saucer, and the truth was covered up by the US government. On July 8, 1947, Roswell Army Airfield issued a press release stating that they had found a flying disc. The military quickly retracted the statement and instead said the fallen object was a conventional weather balloon. The Roswell incident did not surface again until the late 1970s, when retired Lieutenant Colonel Jesse Marcel said in an interview with ufologist Stanton Friedman that he believed the debris he had collected was extraterrestrial. Ufologists began to support increasingly elaborate conspiracy theories, claiming that one or more alien spacecraft made a forced landing. The extraterrestrial passengers were rescued by the military and then began a cover-up. Conspiracy theories about the incident and the Roswell incident continue to attract popular media attention. The incident has been described as the most famous, most thoroughly investigated, and most thoroughly debunked UFO claim in the world. The attack on the Twin Towers.
Hi, babe. Quite long.
Finally, we take a look at one of the darkest days in modern history. September 11th, 2001. According to the official narrative, these attacks, carried out by the Al-Qaeda terrorist organization, targeted the United States. However, some believe that there is a bigger plan behind this incident. There are those who claim that the government knew about these attacks in advance. So is 9/11 really as described, or is there something else behind the scenes? On September 11th, 2001, about 3,000 people lost their lives as a result of the terrorist attack on the Twin Towers in New York with 2 airplanes. This attack remains in the memories as the greatest terrorist act in human history. 19 terrorists hijacked 4 passenger planes, taking off from Boston, Newark in Washington. and heading to San Francisco in Los Angeles, hitting the Twin Towers in New York, and the U.S. Department of Defense Pentagon in Virginia. The feeling of panic, fear, and helplessness did not only capture those who were attacked in the Twin Towers, but also affected millions of people on the screen. Millions of people who watched the planes crash into the Twin Towers on live TV would no longer feel safe anywhere in the world. 34 minutes after the second tower was hit, at 9:37 a third, American Airlines Flight 77, hijacked by 5 terrorists, crashed into the U.S. Department of Defense Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia. The fact that the images of the moment of impact of this plane were not published and the damage caused to the Pentagon was relatively small caused question marks that are still being discussed. If you also have your own theories about this incident, share them with us in the comments. The facts may not always come to the surface, but we will continue to investigate. As you can see, these events in history raise many questions. So which side do you believe in? Can conspiracy theories really lead us to the truth, or is it just a trick of our imagination? Don't forget to share your opinions in the comments and try to solve conspiracy theories. If you liked our video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Stay tuned for more mysteries, historical events, mysterious secrets, and conspiracy theories. See you in our next video.